Rayo in the garage, back. Well, while you guys were away, I got the cylinder off of this thing, and it really wasn't all that hard. Basically what the problem was, it had so much gas and oil sitting in the cylinder when it got parked, the gas oil fuel mixture, that the gas oil turned to varnish / glue and just glued itself. The piston just glued itself into the cylinder. So just put a little heat on it, gave it a couple of good shoves with my hand, and it came right off. Piston's good, just needs to be cleaned up. Cylinder just needs to be honed. I already got a new set of rings, just came in. Super deal on eBay, $9.99 delivered. How can you go wrong? And they were exactly the rings I needed, same first over size and everything. Wrist pin's good, just needs to be cleaned up. Bearing is good. Circlip kind of went on a little trip across my garage, but I found it. So crazily, I could probably put this thing together, throw some fuel in it and a battery, and it would start. But that wasn't my plan, so I'm going to stick to my original plan and take it apart, fix it, clean it, do all the stuff. It's got rat tires on it too, so it needs to be tuned up there. So next phase is to pull the motor out of there. So we got to get the skid pan off, which is just a bolt that passes through there. The foot pegs off. Going to take the brake pedal off while I'm here because I'm going to replace that. There's a story about the brake pedal. It's been modified, and I'll explain that a little while later down the road. You take the side cover off to get the clutch cable, and this is the cable that controls the oil pump that meters the oil into the engine, that causes this thing to be lubricated as a two-stroke without doing the premix dealio. Then we need to go around the other side and pull off the gear shift lever, which again has a story. As you can see, it's been modified. I'll explain that. Take off the side cover, which at this point is only these 3 screws because it appears one's missing. Take chain off, and then there's a big bolt here, and there's another bolt that passes through down below. Motor should drop out. Just need to be careful when I drop it down to not hurt the wiring harness, which passes up in the engine. I'm just a little leery of some of the older plastic and rubber parts. They tend to deteriorate and get stiff and crack. So if we can get the wiring harness disconnected without killing any of the connectors, that would be a good thing. So you know what time it is. Headphones, music, and go from there. Okay, this is going to be greasy because of all that oil. And I have a bit of an aversion to dirt, which is why I was only a mechanic for a short time before I became a parts man. Oh, anyway, here's tonight's music choice. Charlie Sexton, Under the Wishing Tree. It's a good album. If you guys have it, I'll give you a minute here to go to your record collection and get it out so you can listen to what I'm listening to, and then we'll get busy. Here's one of those unexpected problems. In order to get that side cover off, I have to take the clutch cable off. And you can see that at some point in time this thing got crashed, which pinched this down so that I can't get the cable out. And I have to be really careful about how I beat on this thing, because if I break that, I got to find a whole switch. So Okay, it's out. Not really a big deal. Unfortunately, I had to cut a couple of these wires because the connectors wouldn't pull loose. You know, usually there's these all connect together, but these three connectors were just jammed up, so no big deal. We'll just splice those back together when the time comes, and that time's a little ways away. Time for tool count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. All the tools. See you next time.